Hi everyone, I'm really excited because today I'm going to do a review and a tutorial on a really amazing product from Kryolan. Now a lot of people always ask me how do you contour and stuff like that, and I do have like a daily routine, but now that we're in the summer and there's so many parties coming out, everybody has weddings, engagements, graduation parties, so there are so many, we're like in the party season, and I have a special contour routine for occasions because this is something that really looks good in pictures. It really lasts all night no matter how much you dance or sweat, and it's kind of more intense, and it is the Kryolan Trio Foundation. It comes with a foundation, a highlighter, and a contour. Now when you think of Kryolan, you probably think of like face-off, special effects, Hollywood, cinema, theater, because 66 years ago it was founded solely for that purpose. And now, even though you might not find them always in markets, just because Kryolan is a very professional brand, so it is made for professional makeup artists, but however they are easy to use, and now they are made also for consumers. So this is one of those products, and you can buy this online from shopshopme.com. I will leave the link for this product below in the description box. Kryolan makeup is really special because I feel like if you look back at the story of it and how it was founded, it was actually a scientist who came up with it. So although it does contain chemicals, it is tested, it is very nice on the skin. I've used it for a while and it never gave me any problems. And I love also that they don't do animal testing, so it is a very ethical company as well. Even though Kryolan makeup is made for professionals, it is very easy for everyone to use it at home, especially these little thingies. They're so amazing because they look really good in photos, and it has a matte finish so the light won't like reflect off your face. And it's easy to use, so I'm just going to show you how to do that. Let's get started. The Trio Kryolan foundation I'm using is Ultra 3, and this is the color of it. Now this comes in different shades for lighter skin tones and darker skin tones, and as you see, the foundation is a little bit darker for my skin, but because I only use Kryolan for occasions, I tend to want to darken up my skin a bit, and then I kind of balance it out using the contour and the highlighter. So you can use this in two ways. You can use it with a damp sponge, like just get your beauty blender or whatever, and then you dip it in water, squeeze it out when your sponge is damp, apply it all over your face with a dabbing motion, and that will give you a more lightweight coverage. Or just apply it straight on with a dry sponge, and that will give you a more heavy coverage and a more intense color. So I'm going to start off just by doing the foundation, and I'm using the Real Techniques blender, and I've already wet this. And of course I started off by moisturizing my face and putting a primer. So I'm just going to take that foundation and then put it all over my face. And this really lasts a long time. I think I've used the highlighter the most, but I don't know, the foundation and the contouring seem to be pretty much full, and I've had this for a really long time. And always remember to do, by your hairline and by your neck, because you don't want your neck to be a different color. So there is my perfect coverage foundation, and it's really good, I guess, for people with dry skin or older women, just because it's very moist. I feel like it gives a lot of oil to your skin, but not like too oily. So even if you do kind of have combination oily skin, you could use it. You might just want to apply a loose powder afterwards. And then I'm going to go on with the contour. And I've also wet the sponge. You can see I've already used this one. And these are kind of like the, the triangle spongy ones. So then I'm also just going to wiggle it around in here. And I want to place this on my cheekbone. And on the other side as well. And the cool thing about this product is you can control the intensity. So you can just, like barely tap it on, or you can go all crazy and make it really heavy. You can do whatever you want. And I'm just going to go a little bit around the forehead and on the jawline, of course. Jawline. And over here, if you think it's cute and you want to just make your chin a little pointy, you can do this. So you can contour your chin just to make it look a little bit more pointy. And of course, contour the nose. You can do this with a brush if you want, but it's really easy with these sponges just because, you know, the tips are very fine. So there you have that there. What else would I want to contour? Okay, now I'm going to go in with a brush. And this is something that not everybody wants to do, but if you kind of have a flat lip, you can go in with your brush, dip it into the Kryolan contour, and then just there. And this will just make your face so much more defined. And then, you know, this line right underneath your lip and over your chin, go in there lightly with the brush. This gives it more of a curvy look. So your chin will look a little bit fuller and your lip will actually look a little more pouty. You can also contour your eyes. You know what? Why not? Let's just contour everything. So I'm just going to go for the bone of my eye socket, and you can play with contouring so much. You can change the shape of your face. You can make your eyes almond. You can make them round. So I'm just going to go over here. It's like on the socket of my eye bone. Yeah. And then of course you want to start blending everything out. So then I'm just using a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to blend this out first. See, it just really defined my eye. Yeah, I like the idea of contouring your eye sockets. And then with the fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend in right here by the chin. And I'm just wiping it off with a tissue every time I use it. There you go. You see, it's kind of like really 3D now. And then I'm just going to now blend everything else out with a sponge. I just damped it one more time. And just use tapping motions. Oh, and also I forgot to show you guys, if you feel like you kind of have big nostrils, you can also contour the edges of those, like that. And there you have it. That is the contour that we did. And now we're going to go in and use the highlighter. And this is like a really banana color. Then I'm just going to take a separate sponge that I use for highlighting, because you don't want to be mixing your sponges. And then go in here, got the product on the sponge, and start applying. So I'm going to go on to the bridge of my nose, and then just a little bit onto the forehead, and a little bit like on the, I don't know, like just right on your chin. And then, you know, you can see whatever areas that you personally want to highlight. So maybe if you have like your really narrow face, you might want to highlight here, but I feel like my face is big enough. And then, oh, of course, underneath the eyes. And try to go in a full triangle rather than in a small circle around your eye. You can then also, again, take another small brush to highlight any other areas. So I might highlight like the bridges of my lip, and maybe the corners of my mouth, I like to highlight that because it just makes it so much easier than when you want to put on lipstick. It makes your lips look bigger as well. Going in with the sponge, I'm going to dab away. And then actually for this I'm going to go back in with my Real Technique brush just because it has this tip. It's really easy to use underneath the eyes. There you have it. Again, you can also use the highlighter for your eyelids. Yeah, I like that. And you can use the highlighter with a brush also for underneath your eyebrows to highlight that. And then I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. So there it is. I'm just going to give it one more last blend just to tap everything in and make sure everything's in place. So that was it. It was pretty simple, and contouring is really fun. It's kind of like, I really get excited when I do someone's makeup and I get to contour and stuff. It's so fun, and I hope you guys will get to enjoy that as well. And like I said, again, you can find this product at shopshopme.com. Until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye!